of this guy showing this tutorial of how he disciplines his son after his son is acting up in school. Come on.
Go ahead. Because I'm about to go up there.
We'll go, so then I can tell the story.
We'll be right back.
Do me a favor, don't wind up like the guy. If you're gonna whoop ass somewhere else. Take him on the 3rd floor and whoop ass.
What's burning?
Huh?
What's burning?
Your granddaughter's burnt popcorn.
I know you weren't quiet all that time.
No, your mother woke up out of her sleep for a quick moment to ask me what was burning. Mind you, there's been something burning for the past 15 minutes.
Okay. She lucky I'm here. Let me have a hard talk about her. Let me stop. So go ahead, tell the story, because you know I watched this movie with amazement.
A video. So this guy is on World Star Hip Hop, African American guy. His son is acting up in school, so he takes his son and he has, I don't know who the person is recording, but somebody recording, and he's recording, he's shaving his son's head with the clippers, and he's...
Wait, you gotta tell him first what happened. Let's get into it.
What do you mean what happened?
So the video cuts on, gave you this little analogy about black men going to jail.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? I said, you know what? Okay, we starting off to a positive start. So then the video starts off with them in the bathroom. The father scolding his child, talking about, you know, your grandmother shouldn't be calling me about you acting up in school. Mind you, he has the belt on his shoulder. And he tells him, he berates him like, you know, how many times do I have to keep talking to you? So basically what I tell you, you say fuck it. He's like, no. He's like, well, you might as well just say it because you're doing whatever you want to do in class. You still doing what the hell you want to do. Oh, I know this video by verbatim. Mm-hmm. So the little boy's like, no, sir. Yes, sir. That's how you know he got that little boy trained. And I said yes, because these kids of the day, they need this shit. Yes, sir. No, sir. He's like, but basically you saying fuck him. He's like, let me tell you what I'm doing. He's like, you got your hair so you think you're cute because you know you got your little swag because your hair all cut up. And then your grandma sent you to school bummy. Why? Because you was acting up, right? Yes. So, you know, he goes on for about 2 more minutes about it. He said, I'm going to cut your hair. And then after that, I'm going to whip your ass. And then we're going to do some boot camp. So the boy knocks on the door. Oh, that's him right now. So the boy come over. I guess he was the drill sergeant or whatever. So then he's cut the boy hair. Cut the boy hair. He's going to give the boy a bald head. Then he leaves the boy hair all fucked up. And then he showed the pictures of how he left the boy hair. And then he's like, come on, let's go get this ass whooping. And he fucked that boy up.
Now, he takes the boy off camera when he beats him.
Yes.
But you can, they're only in the next room because you can still hear.
But I don't think that was a belt. I think that was more of a hand smacking ass or a hand smacking body.
Let me tell you something.
Because I done had some ass
Let me tell you, and I have too.
But not by no man.
Particularly by a belt, because I never got an ass whooped by hand. It was always by a belt. And my mother and my father both used to whoop my ass by a belt. So trust me, when that guy was getting his ass whooped, it was by that belt around. Because I know what a belt sounds like when it's hitting his ass.
Barbara must didn't whip my ass right. But
I know what a belt. He took
maybe because he was a man. The force of that belt hitting that boy was just.
Let me tell you something. My dad used to whoop my ass with the belt as if it was a sport. He used to.
I was like, oh my God, he is tearing that boy.
So I knew exactly what that little boy was going through. And then after the ass whooping, he did off camera. Then he takes the little boy out in their little courtyard of their apartment complex, and he makes this little boy do all the boot camp stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay, now fine. A lot of people are up in arms about this video because of the fact that... Well, I'll tell you why. Because now, this video, to a lot of people, including myself, is a sign of, okay, you are trying to teach your child, you give your child some discipline about acting up in school, because you should not be acting up in school or anywhere. You're trying to give your child some discipline. That's fine and dandy, but what you don't...
See?
Go I don't know. I don't live here. The problem,
See, I don't play that.
The problem with, and no, he did not hit them. He should have, but he didn't. The problem that people have, including myself, is okay, fine. If you discipline your child, if you whoop your child's ass, okay, that's fine and dandy. But don't make it an entertainment thing by recording you whooping your child's ass and then posting it on the internet for all of the world to see. Because first and foremost, not only are you not getting to the root of the problem of why it is that your child is acting up in school, because there could be tons of reasons why your child is acting up in school, you're taking this discipline and you're taking it to a whole nother level. You're whooping his ass and you're recording yourself doing it. You're posting it on the internet. It's now on the internet for the world to see, causing this little boy to be scrutinized by his friends, of course, because it's out there.
That part I do feel bad about.
This is just humiliation. So now it's not even about him disciplining his son anymore. It takes it to another level about humiliation and about child endangerment and if this is child abuse. See, I think that this guy was but listen, I think this guy was so caught up in the fact that he was trying to discipline his child that he didn't realize that that's not something that you do. We all know that age-old saying, what happens behind these closed doors stays behind this closed door. What happened in this house stays in this house. And that's how that ass whooping should have been. That ass whooping shouldn't have been broadcasted for the world to see. Now, granted, if he wanted to teach his child a lesson, okay, fine, cut his hair up and then show him doing boot camp stuff. But don't have you whoop his ass on camera.
Let me tell you what I didn't like. I didn't like the pictures of the boy's face coming up after the pictures. But let me tell you, his message, that message of the whipping of the ass, of doing things to children, like taking some things away, like, punishing him by shaving his hair and making him work out. I was happy to see it. Another thing that let me tell you what I seen. Another thing that I was happy about is that is a black man disciplining his child, because there are many children out there that don't have a father, not even to say I love you or to give him a hug. You got a father out there disciplining their child, even though he's not raising the child, but he's still in his child's life and he's making sure, he's providing for his child. I was happy to see that. And another thing that I was happy was that kids still get their ass whooped today. That there's still parents that's out there that care. And you're not going to go to school showing your ass, embarrassing me. When your children go out and do these things, that's still a reflection of what's going on in here. If parents still got to keep calling and keep calling and keep calling, something ain't right and you ain't doing your job. And I believe in giving out ass whippings. I don't believe all of that. Oh, sit in the corner. No, whip his ass.
You and I both believe in giving out ass whippings because, like I said, I got ass whippings every time my teacher called home from school. But my parents would have never used them whooping my ass to make an example out of it. You don't whoop your child's ass. And, like, for instance, if you feel as though what that guy did was right by making an example, why is it that you don't whoop Tibby and Madison's ass on camera?
Oh, I do beat them. No.
But why?
Because it's not for the public to see.
Okay, then. So how is that for the public to see of him whooping his child's ass?
No, I didn't say it was.
You
for
did
us
say
to
that.
see.
No, but you said
it was the good thing that I said. I did not like the pictures of the boy because you couldn't see what the boy looked like from the video.
No. You couldn't see him whooping his ass, but you could hear him whooping his ass.
Yeah, at that
and
point,
you could also hear him cursing that child out. Let me tell you something.
Him whooping that child ass off camera, I didn't care about, because you know what? That boy, whatever he did, he deserved to get his ass whooped.
This is the thing. I told 100%.
Because I don't even know what the father looks like, because the camera was all.
Wait.
The camera. I seen the father on the camera, but I couldn't tell you what he looked like if I was on the street and looked at him.
Oh well.
So that's why I didn't agree with the boy's face being on the video. But I'm
sure those people in his community know what he looks like.
Well, hey,
and
but
I'm
you know
sure,
what?
and I guess who else gonna know what he looked like? DHS gonna know what he looks like.
Yeah, but
too.
you know what? That's not. You know what? That's the problem. They always, when someone disciplines their child, they always think, oh, that's abuse. Fuck that. put that belt to that ass, or you
Kevin,
gonna get your ass.
you
You know what?
can't-
If
but
you
see,
don't
you
put the
can't
belt
do-
to that ass while they're young, they're gonna be whipping your ass when they get
It's
older.
not
They're
about,
gonna be
but
running
see,
over
it's not
you.
nobody.
But
But see,
I
this is the
understand.
thing.
I understand what
Nobody's
you're
not saying don't
But
whoop
I
your child.
understand what you're
you
saying.
can't whoop your child like that and put it on.
No, you can't.
And
You
put it on the
shouldn't.
internet.
You shouldn't.
And think that it's okay.
'Cause you know they're
Because
gonna find
why?
your IP
But you know
address and
why?
everything.
But you know why? Because once you do that, let me tell you something. When I was watching this video today, I said to myself, this is exactly how my mom and dad used to do me with school. But the thing is, once you sit there and you take the effort and the energy to grab a camera, to push record, and to do all this, it doesn't even, the whole message of disciplining goes out the window, and then the new message of I'm going to humiliate you to get my point across. That's the
But
new
you know
message.
what, though?
Because the message of discipline went out the window when he did
let me
that.
tell you
It was
something.
humiliation,
But let
and
me tell
that's
you-
why
well,
I'm 100% sure that by next week, this video is going to be on The View. It's going to be on Good Morning America. It's going to be on the Today Show. Why? Because people are going to say, you know what?
And I
You
hope
can
they use
discipline
sound bites
yourself.
from the Scorpion
You can
show,
discipline
too.
your child all you want to, but when it comes to humiliating them, that's a totally different story.
Well, how about this?
You can't
How
do
about
that.
This? How about this? Now, even though it's bad that his face is out there, I still feel bad about the face. But the humiliation part, shit. I've seen kids get their ass whooped in class, and I got my ass whooped in class too. You want to talk about humiliation?
Yeah.
How about people not forget? But you know what? It still didn't fuck me up. Let me tell you something. That shit made me bring home A's and B's, okay?
But
And
see,
you ain't have to worry
you
about
can't-
me fucking up. After that one good time, because she told me, she said, if she calls me again, I'm coming up here. Ma, Barbara,
What?
you remember that?
What?
You beat me in class?
What? For what?
I think we all
See,
got
she
ass
talking about
whooping
for
in
what?
class. I
So
got
you know
ass
what?
whooping in class too.
She whooped
But
my ass in
it's-
class. But you know,
but see, that's the thing. Your mother whooped your ass in class.
But
okay,
then
fine,
again,
she whooped
the
your ass in
teacher-
class.
you can't do
but
that
she didn't,
now.
But let me tell you something. She didn't bring Nina or Mr. Keith up there to hold a video camera and record her.
But so what?
That's what his father did.
But does it make it okay that you got your ass in front of
No,
the
no, but wait a minute. But she didn't. Okay, now look. This guy did. He took it a step farther by
Putting it on the internet 'cause it's
putting it on the
worldwide.
internet. You can't. The message, like I said, the message that he was going for was, look, you got to stop acting up in school. But like I said, once he took that little boy off camera and started whooping that little boy's ass, that message went out the window, and then the message of humiliation. Because let me tell you
But
something.
wait, did you feel sorry for him when he got his ass whooped?
I felt sorry for him because of the fact that it was on the internet. I felt sorry because of that. But let me tell you something. Like I said before, and I'll say this again. I got my ass whooped every time my teacher. Let me tell you something, because I don't think I ever got away. I think the only time I ever got away with not getting my ass whooped when the teacher called is if my mom and dad was arguing about something, and then they was just so mad that they didn't want to whoop my ass because they was just so mad at each other. But that was rare. That was really rare because of the fact that my mom and dad didn't play when it came to school. But it's a fine line between doing stuff like that. Like I said, I know for
I
a fact
agree
that
with
you
you.
can't, because it's
Go
just a lot of us feel as though you should whoop, because I feel the same way. You should whoop your child's ass if you know. But then on
It's
top of
hard.
it,
It's hard
but you
for
know,
teachers of the
but you know
day.
what? Sometimes my friend Rara made a good point. In the video, the father didn't really even give his son a chance to sit down on camera. What the father should have did, he should have, instead of by berating him the way he did, the father should have gave the little boy a chance to say what it is that he was doing, why it
He
is
did
that
say what he
keeps
was
acting-
doing. I think he did. The little boy did say
What
what
did
he
he say?
was doing. I can't remember, but he was talking to his son for a good 10. That video is 10 minutes long. The one I seen.
But what did the dad? Because the one I saw was on World Star Hip Hop, and I don't think it was that
Yeah,
long.
it was like 10 minutes on World Star. I seen it. I watched. I
Well, what
watched
did the
whole
little boy
video.
say?
I can't remember, but the little boy was just showing his ass. Basically, so that's why he said, "Oh, so even though I talked to you about this before, basically you saying fuck him." So that's what you saying. And the boy said, "No, sir, that's not what I'm saying." He's like, "But obviously it is." You know, the little boy was not paying attention in class, doing whatever the boy basically was doing whatever he wanted to do. He's being disruptive, and you know his grandma done told him, talk to him. He's like, your grandma sent you to school for you to do this, and why did she send you to school by me? Because I was acting up, So he did have a little discussion with the boy, and he said, we're going, after we talk about this, he decided to cut the boy hair, and then he said, after that, I'm going to whip your ass. He let the boy know that he's going to get his ass whooped. He said, you're going to get your ass whooped, and then we're going to go through this military boot camp thing. So he informed the boy of everything. He told him exactly what he was going to do.
If I met the father, I would tell the father straight up.
It is
Good
bad
for
that
you
it's on the internet,
that you
but go ahead.
are disciplining your child in your child's life or whatever. Good for you for doing that. But you should have been a little bit more responsible and thought twice. Why? Because the way things are today, things are not like they were 20 and 30 years ago. Now, today, even if you are in the market and you, to your child, somebody's going to see that he was abusing his child, or did you see how she yanked her child's arm? They're going to do that. You see what I'm saying? Even if you do something as that, you can't even take the back of the palm of your hand and smack your child's behind because you got somebody out there lurking saying, oh, that's child abuse. I think that the father was irresponsible by recording this video. He was very irresponsible. If he really wanted to make a message, a statement, he should have just recorded the little boy doing that boot camp thing. Having him do the boot camp if he wanted to make a message. Because this way, it's
still not humiliating the child. Because he's still putting the child on the internet.
What do you think is worse?
bad.
What do you think is worse? Him recording his child doing boot camp, or him whooping his ass on camera?
To be honest, I don't look at the video in a bad way.
Okay, well, this is my question to you. Well, if you don't think that what he did in the video was that bad, then why don't you do it on camera to your nieces?
Because I don't.
But why? Your nieces interrupt us all the time.
Wait.
And you tell hold on, because this video alone, you probably told them to shut up and stop doing what they're doing at least 5 or 6 times.
Wait a minute.
They don't listen.
But wait a minute.
If it's okay for that guy to chastise his child,
You're not letting me talk.
Hold on, because his child.
How you gonna ask me a question and don't let me finish?
I'm not finished. If it's okay for that guy to chastise his child on camera because his child seemed to not listen, then why don't you chastise your nieces on camera?
I do chastise them on camera, but I don't hit them on camera. And there's plenty of times where you done heard them get their ass whooped in the background. I'm pretty sure y'all done heard it, okay? But it's not for the world to see you whipping your child.
Or hear.
No, it's okay to hear him get whooped in the background. It's okay. Because these kids need that. But he did embarrass his child for a long time. But is that any different? Is that any different from when the uncle whipped his nephew online? And he went, oh, you want to be a thug? Oh, you think you a thug? Let me show you what happened to thugs. So if the dad was bad for whooping the son, the uncle was damn bad. Got there wrong for whipping him on camera.
Well,
look at his big ass. What's the difference? I know his ass.
Let me just put this. Okay, there can be two differences. I can go either way with that uncle being his son. His nephew. Now, it wasn't right for him to do that on camera. But let me just say this: if that boy was 18 and over, then it was right. Why? Because technically,
that boy was 18 and over.
I said if. I didn't say he was. I said if.
All right.
That boy is grown.
Okay.
So basically, it wasn't him whooping his ass. Well, it was him whooping his ass.
I didn't hear no, and he took the belt and beat him on camera.
I don't condone anybody. I don't care how old the child is. I don't condone anybody whooping their ass, their child's ass on camera, because to me it's not right. It's for the world to see. There's certain things that happen behind closed doors of your house that should not be broadcast for the world to see. It's just certain things that shouldn't be. Now, okay, we may kiki and laugh at other certain things, but a lot of things that go on in your house or my house, for instance, you didn't like when your mom got on camera and used to talk about personal stuff involving income and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff that should not be heard or said on camera. And I just feel as though that's one of the things. And that guy, I don't think
See, nobody found it. Nobody thought it was horrible when the uncle beat up the nephew because the nephew was a teenager. But this is a child. But what about that little boy that was doing to the left, and he was like 5 years old, and they put that? He's not smart enough to upload and put that on YouTube.
But he was only doing wait. The little boy had feminine ways.
Yes, but
why would you beat him?
But
why would you beat him?
You don't beat him, but how do you think he feels that it's a video of him doing that and people could just pull it up on the internet and tease him when he gets older?
The little boy sat in front of the camera.
Yes,
he sat in front of the camera knowing that he was being recorded. So what are you talking about?
Oh, but who's to say that ain't nobody gonna try to tease someone when he gets older? So I need you to be quiet.
Yep. See, this is what I'm talking about. I bet you won't.
So yeah, no, I'm not. First of all, oh my God. Oh, girl. Can you imagine? The Scorpion. He loves to be his nieces. We send the DHS out there. But let me tell you something, DHS, if you want to raise them, come get them. We doing a fine job raising our children. You know, they do need a good, that's not my job. I'm the uncle. I get to rough them up a little bit. But it ain't my job to be whipping them with no belt and all of that. That's not my job. It's not my job.
I feel as though I think a lot of people out there.
But I do think that I'll be honest. I think it's good that little boy has a father in his life.
It's definitely good that he has a father in his life that's disciplining him. But at the same time, I do think that in the future, if this guy is called out on this, I think that this guy will step back and say, well, you know what? Maybe I was wrong for uploading it. I probably apologize for doing that, but I don't apologize for chastising my child. Personally, I don't think he should apologize for chastising his child because that's his child. You know, that's his child. And I mean, a lot of us got chastised that way. I just think that when you take it to a next level by recording it, having somebody else record it, and then posting it online.
I don't think nobody else was recording it.
It was somebody in the background. Wasn't it somebody in the background talking?
I think it was a tripod. I don't think it was...
I could have sworn it was somebody talking in the background. Like somebody was saying... Because I could have sworn somebody... When he said he was going to whoop the child's behind, somebody said, yeah, I'm going to do it. And the dad said, oh, I'll get it after you or something like that.
No, no, that's the guy that came in. The boy that knocked on the door came into the house and was talking.
It was two guys. It was two guys.
I thought it was already
because the guy with the dreads, with the belt, with the jersey is his father. Because that's the one who did the hair cutting and the whooping of the ass. But there was another person too. There was somebody else in there.
Yeah, the boy that came, the one he let in the house. That's the one that was talking.
Yeah, then he said that he was going to whoop his ass, yes.
Yeah, but that was not the cameraman. That's the person.
Well, whoever he was. You know, whoever the hell that was.
I'm trying to tell you, I just watched that video because I was just amazed to see somebody getting their ass whipped. I know that's kind of bad, but
you know, another thing, this guy should have also, because you know how people are, you know how they are, and I'm not going to say who they are, but you know, they will find an excuse to bring a brother down, and this is just one more way of bringing a brother down because they already think we're wild and crazy and animals, and they think that we don't have any type of what's the word I'm looking for? We don't have any type of home training, and this they're going to definitely use and say, see, this, I tell you, look what he does. He beats his child with the belt because you know they don't do that because they think it's child abuse, and then he puts it online and he records it, so you know they think that's even worse. So I just think that this guy in the near future is going to say to himself, you know what? I don't apologize for disciplining my son, which I don't think he should. But I think he should think twice about posting it online.
I definitely think he was wrong for posting the pictures of him, of the little boy. But who's to say we even care about this tomorrow? Like,
no, we're not going to care about it tomorrow. But we are. But I guarantee you, it's not going to go away that fast because the video was just uploaded, so you know it's going to be.
Well, you know, if they chastise that man for beating his son, I want to know what they're going to do to the uncle that whipped his son and put it nephew and put it on.
You know, this is going to remind me of the woman who chastised her son by putting hot sauce in his mouth. Remember that?
Oh, now that was horrible.
But how is that any different?
That's horrible. That's abuse.
But okay, but see, this is the thing. But then there's going to be people
with that belt.
Yeah, because people are going to say that him using a belt is abuse. So I mean, either way, you and I are used to getting our ass whooped. You know what? But see, you know what? You and I, but let me say something. I think when we were younger, we probably thought it was abuse, but now that we're older, we don't see it as abuse because I think now, looking back at it now, I say to myself, I'm glad my mom and dad did whoop my ass because if they didn't whoop my ass, I'd probably be like some of the guys out there on the street or some of the guys who hang down on 13th Street. Ooh. I'm just saying. Ooh. Because you know some of them don't have any home training.
No, it's the kids that's on 13th Street, they just need some guidance.
Yeah, and I'm glad that I had that guidance in my household. And and sometimes the guidance was the belt.
But a lot of them are teaching them to be very messy.
Yeah,
A lot
that's
of
what I'm
messy.
saying. So
Ugh.
that's what I mean by. I forgot what I meant by. Well, whatever the
worry,
case
we all
may
have
be.
our brain farts from time to time.
Then I just definitely have one. I just definitely have one. But this is going to be I think this topic is going to be one of the big
Yeah,
topics.
I'm gonna make
in
this a video by itself. So basically, now I would love to see video. Definitely, I'll talk about that in the
intro.
yeah. So
I'm done.
yeah, we done. We done.